978 Star 8378 Nicole Cattaruzza. When in New York, in Long Island, downstate New York, when you sell real estate, there's a bunch of laws that they teach through the federal laws with the local ordinances, I suppose, laws, I don't know, ordinances, that you're not allowed to speak about the school districts one way or the other. So we didn't. There's no need for research into the school districts and so on and so forth. You sold homes in one transaction, that was it. The schools that the children went to were in Patchogue, and normally within the school there's the principal, the vice principal, and then there's the teachers association, whatever. But there is something in the school district called a superintendent, which I heard the term in passing, but not really much. Didn't put much thought into it. Now all of a sudden tonight, December 23rd, 2021, I'm watching the news in Bayside, Queens County about Suffolk County, and I'm noticing that the superintendent, who I never even had heard of while we were there, they have a photo now all of a sudden on the nightly news, which I thought was interesting. Because if these are the gatekeepers of the knowledge in my children's future, it would then, while they got a nicer education than they did in the city, than my one in the city is getting, it is still so poor in I don't know what their future will hold, because there was no skills training, there was no, but seems to be something that's very prevalent right now, whether it's a targeted, purposeful action to withhold the education to let others advance ahead of children like that look like my children. I'm not quite sure, but it's starting to really feel that way with what's going on in the city, with this announcement of some secret election and whatnot that's going on. There seems to be a lot of this going on, and I'm not quite sure why it's so targeted and quiet. It's like the secret attack around us all of a sudden, that now like pieces of it are starting to be let out, and it's just like, what the, and they're starting to make sense.
Precautionary move right now, but it does appear that COVID could again be impacting how and where our kids get their education. A hug goodbye.
Now in Patchogue-Medford School District, it's a larger district. There's 3 middle schools. This is one of the middle schools, not the one that my son went to.
Goodbye in Patchogue today as teachers and students began their holiday vacations. For now, though, neither group knows for sure whether they'll be back together again in class once that vacation is done.
It's frustrating that we're back here again.
Patchogue-Medford School Superintendent says COVID cases in her district have doubled in recent weeks. So she's now warning parents that the more than 7,000 students here may have to return to remote learning in January. A letter sent home this week said, quote, "This would only be a consideration if classrooms can't be covered due to a significant high absentee rate."
It's just terrible. We lived through it last year and it was awful.
This grandmother of 2 students wants kids to stay in school, but this 8th grade mom acknowledges it's not an easy decision.
They said they're trying to keep the doors open, so I'm hoping for the kids, but of course you want to keep everyone safe too.
At least 2 other Long Island school districts confirm a return to remote learning is now under consideration. Here in Patchogue-Medford, the superintendent insists a shutdown would not be district-wide.
It could conceivably be that some schools are open from the very Monday after the break, and some are not.
It's scary when you see all the people getting sick and stuff. So, I mean, if they need to take that precaution, I think, it's a good idea if they think it might help.
What I don't understand is if somebody is purposely putting people in place to stunt the growth of your child and to purposely withhold education and skill training and funds needed and appropriations needed, and they hide in these titled positions like superintendent within the state that you're living or the county that you're living, and there's no community outreach to try to help you by those that already know that some kind of whatever is going into effect, to alert the parents, to be more vigilant, to be more prepared. Where is this? Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It is Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. And it's December 23rd, 2021. Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.